travel. Very good. Continue travel. Very good. So when I walk forward and ask him to travel around me, he still have to travel around me. Right here, change. So all the time when I ask you to travel around me, be consistent from this young age. You're never going to transfer to the saddle education after. Continue travel. Very nice. And not pulling my hands. Travel around me. Hello guys, Russ Krachun here, and we're having Rio today. So for me it's very important to share with you so you can understand. Without rampant education, it will be very hard for horse mentally to understand forward motion exercises when I'm going to connect to horse with halter and rope. And that's why I call second level in hand communication, because we actually connect to horse with halter and horsemanship rope and communicate with our horse, sending our signals, energy, body language, cues through the rope with our body. So horse can truly understand these movements of our body and move him left, right direction, stay still, pick up speed we desire from the horse, walk, trot, and lope. Before we're going to start to educate horse travel in a forward motion, in hand communication, for me it's very important develop flexibility in the horse neck muscle from the right and left side of his neck, and stay still in the forward motion. I truly believe in flexibility on the neck muscles because they connect the shoulders, rib cage, and hindquarters. And if you're going to take a horse but not flexible at all in the neck, and if we're going to ask him plus with pressure travel in forward motion, we're going to have feelings in our hands, in our neck, in our elbows. It's going to be straight board travel around us and pulling on our hands. And plus, horse not understand mentally actually the exercise. He only moving because we apply physical pressure. So this method to develop flexibility in the horse neck muscle, I learned from Francois Boucher, who actually discovered dressage riding. If you can read his book, it's very interesting. And he discovered education of flexibility of the neck muscle with pressure and release. And why I'm sharing with you that with each horse? Because you truly understand, it's so important for me, you truly understand how horse was educated and how I apply my methodology. So I was in professional sport for 9 years, and there my coach educated us with physical exercise to develop flexibility on the muscles and develop muscle memory. I struggled through the many years. I'm going to be very honest with you. I struggled through many years with horses, with pressure and release, with my legs, with my hands. I never can achieve, so horse is going to be that flexible, keep the shape by himself. And when I pick up this rein, I just feel the butter. I don't feel resistant at all. Horse very flexible on each muscle, shoulders, neck, rib cage, or hindquarters from the left and right side. So I transfer my education with muscle memory, repetition to the horsemanship. I ask myself the question, if pressure and release, just logical, if you think, if pressure and release can develop muscle memory of flexibility in the muscle, and answer, doesn't matter how I turn upside down, left and right, answer was, it's not possible. Only physical exercise, actually physical movement, up and down, left, right, forward, backwards, will develop flexibility in the muscle to stretch the tissue of the muscle or develop the muscle memory. So then, and the most important, develop the muscle memory, you have to increase timing on the physical exercise and repeat over and over till muscle will remember that and become strong and flex. If you teach nose, give, release, that's what horse is going to remember. That's what muscle will remember. Nothing else. But if you apply increase timing, then muscle will remember, stay for a long period of time and keep the shape. And then you can transfer this in the future for a riding. Again, flexible. Again, flexible. Stay still, be flexible, very good, very nice. Again, pick up, flexible, very good. Yeah, release. And again, flexible, very good, baby, very good. Again, flexible, right here, flexible, very nice. And again, go on this side. Flexible, flexible, very nice. And go back again right here. Flexible, flexible, flexible. And let him relax right now. Stay still. Very good, good. Very nice. Very good. You're doing very good, sweetheart. Stay still. Again, flexible right here. Again, flexible right here. Release. And again, change right here, flexible right here, again, flexible right here, flexible right here, release. Very good. There you go, change the sides. Right here, pick up, flexible right here, again, a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper, hold, longer, 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 a little bit deeper, right here, and release, and change sides. And again, right here, very good, baby, very good. And one more time from opposite side. Right here, pick up. I'm staying from opposite side. Right here, baby. Hold. A little bit deeper, 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 and release. Very nice. So why actually educating horse to be flexible from the opposite side? Because a lot of times horses memorize actually with their brain when humans staying beside you and you pick up this rein, they're flex. So actually our body language, our presence, helping them mentally to use his physical abilities. That's very interesting. But when you mount the horse and nobody staying from the opposite side or from the side of the horse and you pick up the rein, they're confusing. And when young colts, if you don't finish this education, young colts, when you mount first time and start to pull on these reins, and they're not deal flexibility on the ground, they start to swing the hindquarters, and after they start to get nervous, and they start to run forward, and when they start to run forward, then muscle tense, then it's become very dangerous situation. But that's just foundation education, because we're going to take these methods to bridle work methodology and educate them actually to use this with bit in the forward motion in the ground first before we're going to ride him. And again, if I will teach him with pressure and release, pick up and release, pick up and release, that's never going to work, because that's what he only going to learn. Give me nose, release. Give me nose and release. And if I'm going to ask him to travel for a long period of time, that's going to be a disaster. Or pick up right away, the pull, be collected flexible, and the neck and travel forward motion. They're going to fall. I'm going to pick up the rope or dressage whip and start to apply physical pressure, he will tense. And when you start, muscles will tense. And in the first minute, when you start to educate this, they're going to start to run towards you, away from you, cow kick you, very up, running forward, run you over. And again, this method I learned from François Baucher also. And he educates to use dressage whip and tap, 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 travel forward, run horse, teach horse to travel through the beat and collect it. So I took my education from the round pen, discovered philosophy methodology in round pen. When you educate horse travel consistently with body language, voice command, and energy, and connect to flexibility. Travel around me, very nice. Beautiful work. Continue travel. More energy, change direction. Beautiful. Continue travel around me. More energy. The horse will, and I spend tons of time on the round pen this. So horse will truly understand that and be relaxed and use the muscles and brain. So he don't have to in the first minute when I'm going to start to educate him, run me over, or run away from me, or run forward, or very up, or run backwards, or pull on my rope. So again, like I said before, methods have to be truly connect to each other. First of all, flex, forward motion, very good. Beautiful, keep the shape. Beautiful, very good, keep the shape, stop. Very nice, again, keep the shape, forward motion, continue travel, forward motion, keep the shape, very good. And again, stop, right here, very nice. Change direction, flex first, forward motion, right here, forward motion, very good baby, you're doing very good. Continue travel, voice command, continue travel, keep the shape, very good, keep the shape, and again stop right here, very nice. First you'll flex, forward motion, keep the shape, very nice. How deep he hold in shape, very nice, very proud of you. Forward motion, very good baby, very good. Forward motion and stop. And one more time from this side. Pick up, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion. Very good, and stop. Very good, baby. Very good, very good, very nice. So first of all, flex, move the hips, come back and be flexible. I am not taking rope and start to put around the hindquarters and pull so he can move his hindquarters, because it's absolutely useless. He just moving hindquarters because I pull it in his face. I want him to understand himself to move his hindquarters and come back to flexibility. So my rope actually will gonna be in the middle of the horse back. And why he gonna move the hips? Because I'm gonna change my body position and use my voice command. When I'm staying beside the shoulders, it means you're flexible. When I change towards the hips, it means you have to move your hips. All right, so we're gonna start from this side. Again, pick up. First of all, flexible, stay still. I'm gonna pick up and say real, move the hip. Very nice. And I really like and come back and be flexible again. Rio have a lot of power on these hips. So he's gonna be very, very athletic to ride, He's gonna use a lot of power on his hindquarters and physical abilities. So again, I just hold and say, voice command, move the hip all the way back, right here. And come back again and set, come back and be flexible again, right here. Beautiful. I'm gonna do one more time. So flexible, now move the hip right here. You see how large he moving his hip on his own? Beautiful, right here. Very nice. Again, pick up, right here, step back, move the hip, right there. Beautiful. And again, come back and be flexible, right here. First two, flexible, release, flexible, release, flexible, move the hip, right here. Beautiful, very large movement. Come back on flexibility, flexibility. So now we're gonna say to Rio, he have to change the hips also with only our body language. When I gonna step towards the hindquarters, he have to move the hips. And first of all, flexible, move the hindquarters, and after, come back to flexibility. How you teach that? You actually teach horse travel forward motion and step towards the hindquarters. And horse is going to learn how to move hindquarters without applying the physical pressure. And after, horse will memorize all the time human stepping towards the hindquarters. It means you have to move away these hips. Very good. Very good. So we're going to, and after you transfer to the stay still. So again, first of all, flexible. Now, hip, 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 more hip, more hip, more hip, and stop still and be flexible. Right here, be flexible and stay still and be flexible. And go back to opposite side. Flexible first. First of all, be flexible. Flexible. Now hip, hip. Very nice. Very large steps. Very good, baby. Nice and relaxed. Beautiful work right here. Stop and be flexible. And one more time. Again, first of all, flexible. Now hip, hip. Not because I'm pulling on the rope. It's only because of my body language. That's right. And same time, you can see how he's trying to be flexible. Very nice. Because all these methods we're going to transfer to the riding education also. One more time. Pick up flexible, hip, voice command if he's stuck. Not pressure, just voice command. Walk towards the hip, towards the hip, towards the hip, towards the hip. And now be flexible right here. Beautiful. Be flexible. So now we're going to start to combine. Take him little, every day we're going to take him a little bit to the next level, to the next level. So we're going to say flexible, travel forward motion. Be flexible, move the hips. So we're going to take this all exercises and combine to one forward motion exercise. So from young age, I teaching them to be very, very flexible in the muscles. So when they're going to ride in the first time, or in the second time, or in like a first days, first times in their life, and they finish all previous education, I have very physical horse under me, very flexible horse under me. So he responds to the cues, to his shoulders, hindquarters, travel forward motion. So I don't have to fight with him under saddle. Again, first of all, flex, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, hip, 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 hip. stay still, be flexible. Now hip again. So mix it up a little bit. Hip, hip. Stay still, be flexible. Forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion. Move the hip, stop, be flexible. Very nice. And we're going to change the side. So flexible. Forward motion, forward motion, forward motion, forward motion. Hip, 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 hip. Stay still, be flexible. Again, hip, 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 forward motion, forward motion, forward motion. So pay attention to my body. I step, it's mean hip. I step towards the shoulder, it's mean forward motion. Step towards the hip, it's mean hip. Right here, and say stop, and stay still, and be flexible. Very good. Again. Flexible first, forward motion, hip. Very nice, beautiful. Gonna mix it up, flexible, hip right here, not forward motion. And right now, forward motion. And be flexible, right here, beautiful. So, before I'm gonna start to educating him, I need all this flexibility. I need all this respond to my cues with my hands and my voice command.